What's up, my members of the Wisecrack Nation? This is your boy Navi here, coming at you with a recap of the episode of The Flash. So far, we're on Season 6, Episode number 3, titled Dead Men Running. I wonder how much running a dead man can do anyway, and if he's gonna run after someone or something, will he be able to catch it? So let's jump into this episode and see what unveils. Scenes at the beginning of this episode is pretty dark and takes a dark turn as you see the guy from the last episode, Mitch Romero, attacking a weapons deal gone horribly wrong because of his presence at the warehouse, that he's not there by random choice, but it seems that he's looking for dark matter. Now I see why it's titled Dead Man Running. But what really makes things more interesting is the fact that Barry is back at Star Labs, explaining to his entire team that in a few weeks' time, there's the possibility that they all could die, and if they don't die, they'll just wind up managing to vanish in the crisis. But the one thing that surprised me the most is the fact that they all leave calmly and don't really show much emotion other than Killer Frost throwing an icicle into the wall. Well, it seems that because of the fact of how Killer Frost reacted to the news about her certain untimely death, that Barry realizes that she's going to be the first member of the team that he helps transition into life after the Crisis on Infinite Earths. And throughout this episode, it shows two things. One, Killer Frost doesn't trust Ramsey Russo, and two, even though they're hunting Mitch Romero, Killer Frost is still more than likely not prepared to die, as she's just begun fully living her life due to the fact that Caitlin has let her take over their body more often in order to live and experience new things throughout the world. I mean, as this episode progressed, I began to side more with Killer Frost over Barry's methods, because Killer Frost up and realized that Ramsey Russo, he was just a gun trafficker. He's a true snake in the grass. And the fact that she tried to kill Mitch Romero by blasting him out of a high altitude drop from a building, she had every right to do so. He was already dead. But because of the fact that Barry's team leader, he's trying to help her learn with how to deal with living life, he has to help her realize there's things she can do and things she can't do. Fortunately, after realizing what Barry was trying to do was help her, she confides in him some of the things she's never been able to do, like go out, travel, or even have a birthday party. And Barry, being the good team leader that he is, promises her that before anything happens to anyone of that team, he'll help Killer Frost receive a party that she's never had before. Unfortunately, since Mitch Romero was in the search for dark matter, he showed up at Star Labs looking for Ramsey Russo, who was already working on dark matter because of the fact that he was looking for a cure to help Barry and Caitlin. Fortunately, with Barry's genius, or should I say Killer Frost's genius, and Barry's speed, Barry was able to overdose Mitch Romero with dark matter while in the pipeline, in which case he went boom like a bomb setting off a pack of pudding. What also surprised me somewhat in this episode was the fact that we had the chance to meet Ralph's mom, who's been arrested for murder. Even though all the evidence pointed against her, it was up to Ralph, Cecile, and his mother to prove her innocence. Luckily, they were able to do so by gaining video recording of Ralph's mother meeting with a man, but the bad part about it was that the man was her former boyfriend, who Ralph thought to be dead, along with every other ex-boyfriend that she's dated. It seems that Ralph had finally found out something about his mother that he never knew, that all her ex-boyfriends were alive, and that his mother had been lying to him all of his life. It seems that because of how his father left him when he was a child, his mother didn't want him relying on any other man who wasn't dedicated to being a family with him being involved with Ralph, because she didn't want him to go through that pain at any point ever again. It seems that she wasn't being a liar, she was just being a protective mother. Luckily, everything worked out in the end, and his mother was exonerated of killing anyone. It's at this point at the end of the episode where Barry throws Killer Frost her first birthday party in order to celebrate her living her life. The fact that I mentioned earlier that Barry told her is not true. It's the fact that she figured it out herself, that Barry's gonna die during the crisis, but he's yet to tell the rest of the team. And after speaking to both Barry and Iris, they decide that everyone needs to know everything in order to get out in the open. Unfortunately, everyone wasn't so pleased to hear the entire truth, but now they know what they have to look forward to and what they must prepare for. It's either being erased from existence or living life without the Flash. You choose which one you want to have, because that's all that you're going to get, is that one choice. After watching this episode and seeing how things progress, the back and forth relationship between Barry and Killer Frost, the loving bond between mother and son, between Ralph and his mom, and the uncertainty of Ramsey Russo and how he's gonna become an even bigger threat in the series as to be the main villain of the season. I can only wonder what's gonna happen and how far things will go. But it shows how top rate the season of The Flash has been so far. And I can't wait to see what happens when Crisis on Infinite Earths come around. I can feel it's really going to be something spectacular to see. I hope that as Wisecrack Nation, we all can enjoy it. As for right now, this is your boy Navi, getting ready to get out of here. What you can all do for me is click on the like button, leave a comment, share this video, and if you're not already a subscriber, subscribe to this channel. Make your voices heard and tell everyone to leave an opinion of what they think. And please, go visit my friends at the 450 Legion Gang page. I'll leave a link to them in the description below. Believe me when I say, the things we do and what we do are for a reason. And we really appreciate you hanging in there with us. So for right now, just be wise and crack hard, people. I'll see you later. Peace.